Welcome to War India News Hour. Hackers are always ahead of the defenders. We can't deny the fact that no system will ever be 100% secure, not in our lifetimes. The main problem is us, humans, which cause 95% of breaches without even knowing. If a hacker is good at hacking codes, then he is usually pretty quick at hacking most devices. However, when you find a hacker that understands digital electronics and reverse engineering, you have one extremely dangerous person if he goes rogue. Hence, 100% security will never happen if there is human interference. It is all about the game between hackers and defenders that has been going on since the dawn of the computer industry, and there is no reason to expect it to stop. Despite thousands of different corporates that are into the security domains, still there is no respite of the growing cyber threats. We can say there will always be a need for the best software tools and technologies. Organizations are finding it hard to defend their IT networks from impending attacks. It has increased manifolds in recent times. Whenever the defense team of an organization gets a sense of confidence after deploying the latest tools, they get another attack with new variants. This makes them realize, was there any mistake in decision making? There is a famous saying, attackers are at least 10 steps ahead of the defenders. This they could achieve just by adapting themselves to new technologies and an appetite of learning. Whenever new technologies get released for common use, they immediately try to use them for their purpose. But what happens if hackers also use the same programming language to create the malware and infect the system? Well, in this case, it would be near impossible for the existing tools to detect the malware which has been written using these programming languages. Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Prime Minister Modi to launch digital payment solution e-Rupee today. Digital technology is transforming lives in a major way and is furthering ease of living with the launch of e-Rupee, a futuristic digital payment solution which offers several benefits for its users. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch e-Rupee, a person and person-specific digital payment solution on August 2nd, that is today, via video conferencing, the Prime Minister's office said. e-Rupee connects the sponsors of the services with the beneficiaries and service providers in a digital manner without any physical interference. It also ensures that a payment of the service provider is made only after the transaction is completed. PV Sindhu becomes the first Indian woman to win 2 Olympic medals. The Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has congratulated PV Sindhu for winning the bronze medal in badminton at Tokyo Olympics 2020. The Prime Minister also said that she is India's pride and one of our most outstanding Olympians. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said, "We are all elated by the stellar performance by PV Sindhu. She is India's pride and one of our most outstanding Olympians. #Tokyo 2020. Now she will eat ice cream with the Prime Minister." Prime Minister Modi encouraged her and told Sindhu that we will eat ice cream together after returning from Tokyo. A team arrested for posing as tech support staff for cheating foreigners. The Delhi police has arrested 12 people for posing as executives of an e-commerce company to allegedly cheat foreigners on the pretext of providing them technical support. They would send fake ransomware pop-ups to these people in countries like the US and Canada and ask them to pay for technical support to resolve the issue, said the police. 5 people, including a woman, were arrested for allegedly running an illegal call center and duping citizens of foreign countries by posing as representatives of a tech support company, police said on Friday. Zoom to face US privacy lawsuit for $85 million. Video conferencing platform Zoom will be settling user privacy complaints in the US for $85 million. The settlement will cover claims that Zoom misled consumers about encryption security. The suit charged that Zoom's sharing of users' personal data with Facebook, Google and LinkedIn was a breach of privacy for millions and failed to protect private meetings from being disrupted by Zoom bombing. It will also have to improve its privacy practices. Deepak Das takes charge as new Controller General of Accounts. Deepak Das took charge as the new Controller General of Accounts, that is CGA. He is the 25th officer to hold the position of Controller General of Accounts. Deepak Das, a 1986 batch Indian Civil Accounts Service, that is ICAS officer, is appointed by the Government of India as the Controller General of Accounts, Department of Expenditure, Ministry of Finance, with effect from August 1st of 2021. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.